Siema, siema, witam was serdecznie na moim kanale. Ja jestem Ardal, a to jest kolejny odcinek naszych przygód z grą Baldur's Gate 3. Drodzy widzowie, nie przedłużam, a wam życzę miłego oglądania. Jedziemy.
Very well.
A scout just reported. The goblins' leadership has been decimated. We might escape this place yet. And I hear you are the one to thank. I'm grateful. I took a collection from all of us. It isn't much. You've earned it. It's not enough, but it's all we have.
Halsin will likely want to thank you too, mind. He returned just a while ago. I believe he's catching up with Korga. As for us...
No armies at our heels. Amazing. We can finally leave. But perhaps we need not speak of farewells. We'll join your camp tonight to celebrate if you'll have us.
Pewnie.
We did it. Come on. Give me a kiss.
Hold still. I'll kiss you when you've stopped bleeding, you lummox.
I'm your lummox.
Yes, you are. Now, stop squirming.
Grab a blade.
O, jest tu jeszcze jakiś kupiec, to dobrze, bo chciałbym, kurde, opchnąć swoje rzeczy.
Mattis says we should say thank you.
No wandering off.
I'm glad you didn't die. No discounts once I'm running the wider Baldur's Gate mind.
I co, nie mogę z nikim pogadać? Coś kupić?
I hate you. You killed all the goblins and now we can't practice swords anymore.
Dzieciaki.
Kiss.
Hold still. I'll kiss you when you've stopped bleeding, you lummox.
I'm your lummox.
Yes, you are. Now, stop squirming. Thank you.
And you do not stop.
Potrzebuję jakiegoś kupca.
Pick something realistic. If you can't swing a sword, take a dagger.
I should speak up.
You took care of the goblins. Nice work.
With the goblins dead, we might actually make it to Baldur's Gate.
Ale chyba z żadnym nie pogadam.
I'd have put good coin on you running off into the sunset. But you did it. You stopped the goblins. Thank you.
I know he would. I'm sorry I wasn't there to help. That'll change from now.
You've solved one problem for us. Guess it's on us to solve the next.
You killed the goblins. Hope you made them suffer.
The more weapons we have on show,
Okej.
the less likely anyone will give us trouble.
What do you think of opening a cart in Baldur's Gate?
A cart? Like on the street?
Exactly. Noble types won't want a tiefling cooking for them. The common folk.
That sounds fine.
Don't be shy. Let's get on with it.
Watch your back.
Astarion będzie teraz robił trochę za
No, never mind.
dźwigacza.
Let's get going.
Keep your distance, darling.
Mhm.
For anything, of course. It's a big city, lots of opportunity.
But Terrell.
Don't let that place cast a shadow on your head forever.
We did it.
I guess things are already better.
I've learned a lot.
There we go, boys. Now, back to packing.
I'm your loss.
You are. Now stop squirming.
If we get separated or need to break camp fast, remember, find the river and follow it downstream.
We couldn't have held them back on our own. Thank you.
I nearly dispatched those goblins myself, but it seems you managed well enough. And why wield a masterwork where a butcher's blade will do? My thanks, truly.
Dufany w sobie gamoń.
So it's true. You scattered the goblins. Peace can finally return to this corner of the Sword Coast. Thank you. As am I. And I'm sure those poor refugees would quite agree. Of course.
No, przynajmniej jeszcze ten może handlować. Tam ma tego też sporo. Okej. Za dużo już. No dobra.
May you keep balance.
Trochę kasy żeśmy sobie tutaj dorobili.
Hey, good looking. What a charmer.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
Still breathing, despite everything.
What's the story?
How delicious.
Don't burn yourself.
What's next, I wonder?
No one's stopped me yet.
There's no time to waste.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Careful, I bite.
Wanna dance?
What am I to do?
Looking ahead.
Hey ho.
Zobaczymy, czy jeszcze gdzieś mogę pójść, opchnąć coś.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. Have to keep going.
Mogę też pozbierać rzeczy.
Don't mind if I do.
What now? Tread carefully. Easy.
O, super. Porażka krytyczna. Spróbujemy jeszcze raz.
No time to rest. Need to find a way forward.
Who uses wooden tools?
I'll give it a shot.
You saved us. I wasn't sure we'd make it through. I wish I had better, but this is all I have.
Oko, zawsze coś. Przynajmniej opnę kolejne rzeczy niezbędne.
May Temora's luck twist your way.
Someone there?
Well, well, well.
My faith will guide me.
Still alive, so that's progress.
10 tysięcy. No to złoto to waży 10 kilo.
There is work to do. Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
What a day.
Making me sweat.
Coś chciałem sprawdzić. Zamiast tych... Co? Dobra. Jeszcze parę rzeczy jest do pięcia.
Who do I pray to for a real forge? Moradin? I wish I had better, but this is all I have. May Temora's luck twist your way.
What's next?
Never a dull moment.
Dobra. Żeśmy sprzedali tych rzeczy.
I've seen everything.
Ciekawe co jest tutaj. Pustko. Halsin jest tam na dole. No to idziemy do Halsina.
I thought I had been a good teacher to you. Clearly not. You took it upon yourself to undertake the Rite of Thorns. I ought to exile you from this place. Forever. Instead, I shall listen to the explanation that you owe me.
I owe you nothing. Goblins swarmed us like roaches while you stumbled after the past. You chose to abandon us. I chose to protect us.
Silence! The rite has been ended. I will allow you to stay, but consider yourself a novice anew. You have forgotten the ways of the druids, our place in the natural order. You shall learn it all once again, right here. Backslide, and nature's fury will crush you.
As you wish, Master Halsin.
A misjudgment. One that should weigh heavily upon her. But the Grove still needs her passion. You will soon see why. But enough of that for now. I owe you my thanks. The Grove stands. Nature prevails. I owe you my thanks. And an introduction. I am Halsin, first druid of the Emerald Grove. And I sense you have a problem you seek my help with. It's true. I can feel it right now. Oak Father preserve you, child. But something's different. You're aware of the monster inside you. You don't bow to the Absolute like the true souls do. How is this possible? Perhaps. But I wouldn't want to place all my faith in blind luck. Someone is using very powerful magic to modify these tadpoles. They're using them to exert control over the infected. I'm sorry to say, I can't undo that magic. I can't cure you. But that doesn't mean I can't help. At the Goblin camp, I hoped to find a way to remove the tadpoles. I failed, but I did find the next best thing. I found out where they come from. I will do what I can to help you. Let us speak tomorrow. You and I both have matters to see to first. As for what you've done for the Grove, speak to Wrath. He will see to your reward. The journey to Moonrise Towers, and all the dangers that entails. But that's tomorrow's problem. Take some time for yourself tonight. Rest, celebrate. Come morning, I'll be by your side. Banished.
Then banish me. When the coming army marches, there will be none to protect you.
How many will die the next time we throw open our doors?
Gdzie jest ten cały rad?
We lost our way. Never again.
Że tam w środku może jest.
You done it. You brought Halsin back. Thank you. No, thanks is not enough. May Sylvanus bless you for all your days. I cannot imagine taking on a camp full of goblins was a simple task. Fair enough. I should not have underestimated you. And I promised you a reward, didn't I? Let me show you on your map where you can find the cache. Take this rune. You'll need it. Place it among the pedestals inside our library. When the wolf glows brightest, everything in the vault below will be yours.
No to idziemy do skarbca.
I have to tidy this place.
Let's see what this does.
Well, what have we?
Okej. Idziemy na dół. Miał to przeczytać, no to podniósł. Parfiarze. Smutek.
The glaive the druid's notebook mentioned. Its owner thought it was cursed.
Ucznia. Statki druida. Wiele tu nie ma. Skarbcu. Odporność na zimno, spoko. No dobra, wracamy na górę. Mhm. Dobra, co my tu jeszcze mamy? Mamy iść tam z tym Zevlorem pogadać, bo tutaj nic nie ma. A, tu nie schodziłem na dół, może tam coś będzie ciekawego. Misio jakiś? Hop. Jakaś skrzynia jest. Trochę złota. Okej. Ja co z tamtą goblinką? Została zabita, albo zginęła. No cóż. Dobra, idziemy gadać z Zevlorem.
Back to worrying. Well, what do you think of opening a cart in? Right. A cart? All of our taking stuff.
Grab your bags. We're moving.
And you do not stop for anything.
Common folk.
Every last
We're ready to head to your camp. Are you? Excellent. Lead the way.
Have a drink.
I'm fine.
Loosen up, Icaron.
No, no, an owlbear.
Toddlers are easier to please than you lot.
Beautiful night, don't you think? It's a view. She preferred it when we were alone. Curled up before a crackling hearth with some ancient, esoteric tome between us.
Fire, Gerorn's lost nose! No! Tara is not any cat. She's a Tressum. And given your confusion, I'm guessing you've never met one. They're brilliant creatures. Fine company for any self-respecting wizard. She'd be most impressed by our efforts saving these tieflings. Proud, even. And I've given her little to be proud of recently, after I was afflicted with my condition. And locked myself in my tower for an entire year. I was inconsolable. Wallowing in my self-inflicted tragedy. I gave enough of myself. But Tara never did. It was her encouragement. Her research that led me to my treatment. Once we knew that magically infused items were the key, she went out to find them for me. She saved my life. After so long being cared for by someone else, it feels good to have repaid the favor. Not directly to Tara, but to these poor tieflings. I'm sure she would approve. Smart does her a disservice. She's a fine wizard in her own right, though somewhat held back by her lack of opposable thumbs. You remind me of her somewhat. There's a steeliness in you, an unwavering tenacity, even in the face of, to be frank, quite dire odds. Wish you were here for me to make a formal introduction. But I would never ask her to undertake such a journey. She's safer at home. Besides, she was always telling me I needed to spread my wings, so to speak. Find mortal friends instead of hanging onto Mistra's coattails. So that's what I'm doing. I hope. I assure you, were you to meet Tara, you would see the comparison for the flattery it is. But perhaps that's not a point worth laboring further. Suffice it to say, I think rather a lot of you. And there aren't many on this plane who I'd give such high praise. One doesn't become the most powerful archmage in Waterdeep and lover to the goddess of magic herself by having low standards. I assure you, when I tell someone they're wonderful, I mean it. And you are wonderful. Were I to recite that list, I fear we'd be here at dusk tomorrow. Many things, I assure you. But a conversation better saved for another time. With my condition as volatile as it is, I fear any undue excitement may tip it over the edge, so to speak. Go! Indulge in the frivolities. They're good for the heart. And mine will be all the lighter to see you enjoying yourself.
I have seen the Kithraki tear a screaming Neogi's legs from its belly to fashion into blades. Yet they could not match your nerve today. It was enough to drive me to madness.
I smell their blood on you still. I'd have liked to have tasted it. Too bad for us both, your bunk will be quite busy. Take all the pleasures you can before dawn brings their end.
You know, I never pictured myself as a hero. Never thought I'd be the one they'd toast for saving so many lives. And now that I'm here... I hate it. This is awful. Enjoy myself? There's a worm in my brain. I'm surrounded by idiots, and all I've got to drink is wine that tastes like vinegar.
It's a heavy, rich red, dry and sharp.
See what I mean? Awful. All I want is a little fun. Is that so much to ask? By the hells. Sex, my dear. A night of passion. Let's wait until things quieten down. Once the others are asleep, we'll find each other. Indeed you will, my love. Indeed you will.
Okej, z kim tu jeszcze możemy pogadać? Nią.
Would you look at this place? All these people happy because of us. It's nice to be somewhere where good is still possible and with such lovely company. With you, and just lately, I feel like I can remember what it's like to be good. I tried in the beginning. Blew up in my face spectacularly. Lesson learned. Never try to befriend a devil, cambion, or imp. Orphans are good for a drink and joke, but you can't turn your back on them. But hey, enough about that. That's history now. I want to think about the future. The one nice thing about being trapped in the inexorable grind of time is you've always got something to look forward to. Me too. I don't think I've ever looked forward to anything as much. You better go enjoy the party before I do something I'll regret. I like you unburnt, after all. Bye, soldier.
Everyone seems to be in high spirits. I saw you with the Starian. You two looked cozy. Far be it from me to judge. Blood must still be running a little hot after everything. Strange. You know who I never thought I'd find myself caring for? Your words, not mine. But not what I mean. I mean, desperate people. Like those refugees. Never gave them much thought. Certainly not that bunch in the grove. Yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. Odd. That's more easily said by some than others. But nobody's here to debate right from wrong.
Shadowheart trails off and glances around at the party. She turns back to you, mildly surprised you're still there.
I thought you might have wanted to mingle with the others. No, but I thought you might be keen to get away from me. We haven't always seen eye to eye, after all. Besides, I'm sure there's plenty of people who'll be keen to celebrate most thoroughly with you. I mean, you saved the grove. I'm sure you'll find you're quite popular if you look around. Maybe you would, but I'm not cruel enough to get your hopes up, in spite of what some might believe. Why, I have no idea what you mean. Now on you go, and happy hunting. For now, don't worry. There'll be plenty of fun for you tonight. Just not in my tent. What, some advice on how to make me more bearable? All right, if you like. Respect my mission, my beliefs. Keep us focused on finding a cure. If you do that, well, I see no reason why we shouldn't get closer. Now, enough about me. Haven't you seen the way Gale's been stealing looks at you? Go on, see if he wants something. Or someone.
Don't touch me.
What's cooking?
No time to dally.
And these things have stayed interesting. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Think of it. No more caves, no more tents, no more running away. We'll be in a city with roads and markets and homes.
A private word would be nice.
hope you're enjoying the night, hero. I certainly am. Cheers to many more like this.
You came through for us. That's a change from most adults I know. I don't owe anyone. But if you mind your manners, maybe I'll remember you when I'm running the gate.
You have no idea how good it feels to see these people smiling. The singing we could probably do without, but even so, thank you.
Go on now. Don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll discuss your problem tomorrow. In truth, I rarely imbibe. The stuff goes right to my head. Before you know it, I'd be breaking into song or declaring love to the first person I laid eyes on. Then you have never heard me singing, which makes you very fortunate. I'm sure there are. You strike me as extremely resourceful. But there are many grateful people here who want to spend time with you. I must not keep you all to myself, as enjoyable as that may be. Go on, enjoy yourself. Seek out some wine before it runs dry. There are a lot of thirsty people around here.
Okej, pogadaliśmy z wieloma osobami.
You're eager, aren't you? Once everyone's in their bedroom.
To gadałem z Zevlorem i co?
Go on, do your right.
Dobra, trzeba po prostu pójść spać.
Buzz of celebration quiets to a soothing hum as you approach your bunk.
Though you seek repose, you needn't spend the night alone.
There is one who yearns for you in the dark. Who will you seek? Your heart skips a beat. What treasures might this night bestow?
There you are. I've been waiting. Waiting since the moment I set eyes on you. Waiting to have you. It's a poem, A gift from my old master Cazador. He considered himself quite the artist and used his slaves as a canvas. He composed and carved that one over the course of a night. He made a lot of revisions as he went. Infernal? Who knows? The bastard was insane. Anyway, enough pillow talk. Let's go before the tieflings drag us into another mess.
I trust you enjoyed your evening. After all your efforts, it was well deserved. It may be some time before you're afforded another such night. There is much to be done, and I promised I would help you however I could. I'm certain a cure for you can be found at Moonrise Towers, but it's complicated. The journey specifically, it's extremely perilous, though it seems you're well accustomed to navigating danger.
We get a cure and the chance to hit these arseholes where they live. Sounds good.
To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place. A cursed place. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural there. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls. You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the shadow curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars, Shah worshippers.
Dark Justiciars. I must see for myself.
Aridin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the Night Song. But I think there's more. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a more direct path to Moonrise Towers. And maybe even bypass the worst of the Shadow Curse. Already? If only I'd gone with you instead of Aridin. I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. It seems our fates have aligned. May Sylvanus guide us.
Okej. Moi drodzy widzowie, to było na tyle w dzisiejszym odcinku. Jeżeli ten się Wam podobał, zostawcie łapkę w górę. Zachęcam Was do pisania komentarzy pod filmikiem, stawienia subika z dzwoneczkiem. Zachęcajcie swoich znajomych, by ten kanał subowali. I do zobaczenia w następnym odcinku. Siema!